This is Andrew with Android Central, and we're taking a look at the Samsung Galaxy Note Edge. The Note Edge is essentially just a Galaxy Note 4, but with one major difference, a flexible AMOLED display. Now that doesn't mean that you can bend the phone in half, but it does give you this drastically curved portion of the screen down the entire right side, providing the Note Edge with a few unique features. This area, which Samsung calls the Edge screen, houses special panel apps that can show you any number of things, from a Twitter feed, missed calls, weather, your step count in S-Health, or even the camera controls while you're taking pictures. It's all done in that curved portion of the display while the rest of the phone acts exactly like a Note 4. You get the same 5.7-inch 2K display, but also the extra bit on the side, 160 pixels of width on the right. The trade-off for that crazy curved part of the display is in build materials. While the Note Edge looks nearly identical to the Note 4 at a glance, it actually is made completely out of plastic rather than the nicer metal that surrounds the edges of the Note 4. It still has all the same design and hardware features, right down to the placement of the camera, S Pen, and ports. The only difference you can find is the power button is now on the top instead of the side. And even though it's made out of plastic, it still feels quite good in the hand, so long as you don't hold the Note 4 in the other hand for comparison. But speaking of that, the curved display may cause some concern when it comes to usability. In our brief time with the phone, we found it rather hard to hold the Note Edge in your right hand without accidentally activating the Edge screen, as well as tough to reach all the way across the screen when holding it in your left hand to activate the Edge screen again. That's quite the one-handed use conundrum. Because of the asymmetrical design of the Note Edge, it seems pretty clear that it's meant to be held in your left hand and operated with your right, which also opens up the possibility of using the S Pen more for regular functions. This is a Note device after all, and the Note Edge is packing all of the latest S Pen features from the Note 4. But Samsung is banking on you wanting to use the Edge screen far more than the S Pen. At its most basic level, the Edge screen acts as an app launcher, replacing your standard dock. But with a few swipes, you get through several different panels with different information. It makes multitasking easier, Samsung says, because you can keep full-screen apps going while keeping up on small bits of information or jumping into your most used apps quickly. But most of the panels available now are quite simple. Samsung partnered with Yahoo to offer finance, sports, and news updates, but you can also get Twitter, music controls, and S-Health information. But it will be most interesting to see if third-party developers actually come up with some interesting ways to use the Edge screen. Because right now, the functionality is pretty simple, only providing you with extra features that you weren't entirely sure you were looking for in the first place, while at the same time coming in at the cost of potential usability issues while doing normal smartphone activities. Given the current state of what the Edge screen can actually offer you, it makes you wonder if it's worth the trade-off of having this somewhat awkward piece of extra display running down the side of an otherwise flat and symmetrical Note 4, but that's going to be more of a personal decision. The Note Edge is an awesome and truly innovative device, which happens to function as a brilliant tech demo that shows off Samsung's prowess in creating unique displays. Fortunately for those who end up buying it, the Note Edge still retains all of the power and functionality of the Note 4 as well. Of course, you're going to be getting a plastic phone rather than a primarily metal one, but what's important is that you're getting all of the highest end specs on the inside, and also a cool feature in Edge screen that could turn out to be a unique differentiator.